What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Danny back at the Cornercade. And guys, tonight we're gonna do a special little chill and chat with our boy Travis MCP. A lot of news going on, guys. And Mrs. Cornercade will join us later. She obviously is putting the kids to sleep. Again, they're just not cooperating. But without further ado, let's bring our special guest in. It's Travis MCP. Welcome, welcome.
Hey, yo. What's
Yeah,
going on?
buddy.
That's right.
So
That's right.
lots of news, obviously going around. PAX Friday through Sunday, and you're going to be there tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yes, and live and in living color.
Okay, and you're promising to bring pictures and video for us, right?
I'll take some video, I suppose. Why not?
Well, I want to see those 50. We thought it was 40 Atari 2600 games, but it's 50. I'm just curious to see like the aspect ratios, what they look like.
Mhm.
I've never played Atari games. I think most of them are mid, but we'll see. We'll see what
All right,
happens.
2600 games. The arcade games on there are good because it's basically like the 12.
Oh yeah.
Some
Oh
great
yeah.
games.
But I want to see. I want to see like I want to see exactly the other
Yeah.
the bundle. But that cab actually looks pretty good in person. So we'll have to bring up some pictures and stuff. That One Up show went live today, a little bit earlier. So we get to see kind of like a sneak peek of it. We also have Pac-Man XL and Miss Pac-Man that was kind of reflushed into black and pink now, and that was the cab that you couldn't say that the Street Fighter Dynamo came in. So,
Yep, exactly right.
Let's pull up the chat here and say hi to everybody real quick before we go any further. Let's see who we got in the house tonight. Emery Arcade, what is going on, my guy? What is going on? Gotta love league season. Just watched Bill's video. Thanks to Zohar's super chat. Yes, Bill had quite a show this morning. I definitely saw that. Got a little love from Mrs. Cornercade. She's in the house from Lethal Wolf. And Miss Cornercade says, Daniel, you're supposed to hit the go live. Thank you. We had a little technical difficulties in the beginning. Emery's Arcade says, Travis MCP should just spill the beans now since y'all know what's out there. I'll let you answer that.
I'm gonna correct some wrongs. That's why I'm here. But let's watch
go.
Let's watch what Kong is talking about right now. We don't want to miss that.
Yeah, for sure. I'll pull up Bobby's Arcade World. Thank you for joining us today. Let's see who else we got in here. Headshake TV's in the house and Lethal Wolf. Let's go. Travis 4K. Danny 16-bit. That's a good nickname. I like 8-bit, but that doesn't rhyme.
I think the video quality is shoddy.
Oh yeah, that's Minecraft from yesterday, definitely. So yeah, we got another stream that's going on right now. B Kong and the boys are doing their thing. But to give you guys kind of like a sneak peek, we'll watch these guys do what they do best. Pull that up real quick, and we'll just see the chat overlay off right now, so you can kind of see that, and we'll get some volume going for these guys, so you guys can hear.
I think they could use some help with their external communications.
Fox, what are you going to do to make them fix it? What advice would you give? What would you like to see happen?
You have to get every facet of your business on board. You cannot have Pac-Man XL in store before you announce it. I mean, it's insane. I mean, the fact that they're going to have a show announcing a product and it's mysterious and spooky and who knows, but then it's already on their website. I mean, it appears on
we'll
the
talk
app,
about that.
Hours, sometimes days before they actually going to have the show. I mean, they've got to they have to have like a central point of contact, somebody that's coordinating everything, a Kevin Feige of the Arcade1Up MCU or something. But it's just it's at this point it's kind of
to talk about when it does happen, but you would hopefully like to see them not just keep saying we'll fix the next time and
right. I mean, we've got to see, if you want us to take that comment seriously, you have to like do better next time, right? Maybe not be perfect, but make an improvement.
Yeah, it's the same thing I said to my ex-girlfriend. Cheat on me once, shame on you. Cheat on me twice, shame on me.
Yeah,
cheat on me 3 times. Where the hell is this going?
Where the hell is this going?
You want to get the money.
They don't actually have like a true, maybe like a product manager, like not a project manager, but a product development person, right? Because then they can see it all the way through.
I do have news about aspects of what they're talking about.
To have their hands in the pot.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, hands in the pot.
And guys, we will touch on all of this stuff.
There was a super chat that I missed.
I just don't want to miss anything before we start talking, so I want to catch what they're saying.
Thank you for the $2 super chat. But I don't know if that's gonna make anybody like Nostalgia or P-Dubs mad. That this is
Mediocre
the
game room
mediocre
fellas.
game room. That's what we tried to do, right, Fox?
Exactly.
Yeah. Thank you
Those
for that.
guys over there.
Yes,
over
those
there.
guys. over
They should
there.
watch us
I know, I'm
watching
gonna
them.
ask
That'd be
Trevor to
hilarious.
send everybody
Yeah,
off
that
to
would be
play the
funny.
Friday night pretty soon. We're hitting the 2 hour mark.
That would be them talking early.
Just
would
in
be
a
funny.
minute. Thank you all so much for joining in
Oh, so
and
he's
having
quitting.
a fun conversation. We started off by doing reaction. We had some people
Cool. Yeah.
come in, just talk with the folks.
All
It's
right,
like the
very
after
nice.
show
Cool.
to the after show.
It's fun to
Yeah,
do,
yeah.
and I love hanging out with friends. So, any last things you want to say? I love always doing a round the horn. So, Foxy, any last things you got this week happening?
This week is happening Sunday. This week is happening between the weeks. It's like the void between weeks is when I have my show. We got some stuff to talk about. Looking forward to what could be happening next week.
Let's see
So
if they notice
if
my
you're
chat.
bored, if you're if you're disappointed because the Super Game Room dudes completely let you down, don't worry. Come by my channel and I'll see you Sunday night.
Yeah, awesome. All right, D-Love, what do you got going on?
I am enjoying my summer. It's almost over. It's we're starting to get cold days, not just cold nights, because it's really weird here in Michigan. But I still have a little bit of summer left. I am looking forward to Cleveland, to meeting you guys.
Yeah, I'm jealous about Cleveland. Do you wish you were going?
To have some
Yeah, I do.
positive
That'd be really
experiences.
cool.
Maybe
I wish
next time.
Arcade1Up
Stay
had
away
more of
from
a
the drama,
presence
so if
there.
I'll explain
Um,
that
Bring
too.
the drama
I'll-
near me.
yeah.
I
Tell you why
will
that is.
pop in the
I
mouth.
know about everything.
Yeah.
I'm just looking forward to spend that time getting away from the city. Cleveland's just like Detroit.
I
so it's
wonder
gonna
if
be
Michael
better
B just
weather.
saw
It'd be nice if it was
us
sunny,
watching them.
nicer, but
Do you think he
we're gonna enjoy it. Gonna
noticed?
enjoy the
Like, how do
time,
you?
gonna
Well,
enjoy
19K
hanging
did
out
because
with
he
you
just
guys
replied
and
to my
having a
chat.
blast. So I'm looking
Oh, let's go.
All right,
So let's
now
see
this
if
is gonna be fun. Before we get to Mike,
Let's go.
Travis just said that they were watching us, and so I'm
Let's
gonna
go.
watch
Watching
Let's
them.
go.
Where's my dreidel, damn it?
Yeah, isn't this fun? Everybody, go watch the Cornercade if you want to do a follow-up stream to this one, because they'll be
That's so
talking about
funny,
us
guys.
long after we talk about them.
Oh, I
So
love it.
it'd be fun to actually hear what they say.
Yeah, look, he just realized it. He just
Nice.
realized it.
Yeah, everything just kind of synced back up into space.
That's how you do it.
Like, let's hear what they're talking
That's how
about.
you
What
do
did
it for
they say?
sure, guys.
Oh
Let's
my
go.
God. It's Inception. This is the way you co-host in the future.
Yep, this is exactly.
This is the
All
way
right,
you
say
do it.
something. We're talking to each other through the Cornercade screen.
What's up, guys?
Oh, we are? Can you guys hear us?
Yes,
Yeah,
we can hear you.
We can't hear
They
them.
can hear us. We can't hear them.
They can't
I
hear
see
what?
what's
You're,
happening.
what you're
All
looking
right,
at now.
that's enough.
They should be able to hear us.
You have to turn
Yeah.
on the audio.
Okay.
Can't
Yeah,
turn
you
the
gotta
audio
turn
on.
on the
All right,
audio.
we'll
That's
check
why.
out the Cornercade. This is
Can you
crazy
turn it back
stuff.
on for a second? I want to say something else to it.
You want to listen to them? Okay.
No, just turn it back on for a second.
Uh-oh, here we go. What's going to
Okay,
happen?
I'm adding it back.
They can hear you whether they're.
Yeah,
we
we
can
can
hear
hear.
you.
Hey guys, what time is it there? What are you doing?
For me, it's
Canadian
10
o'clock.
o'clock.
Where you're too?
It's Canadian o'clock.
It's Canadian o'clock, but it's 10 o'clock here. I think, what, Travis? It's like, what?
Yeah,
8 o'clock.
Go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, you lucky.
I said what I wanted to say.
He's had enough.
All right. I'm cutting it. I'm calling it.
Anyways, guys, after this, go check out Cornercade.
Yeah.
Travis is on there. They always seem to have a really good time. Cornercade's a fun dude,
Yeah.
really nice dude. So
Yeah, Travis.
yeah,
has been
it was
doing
meant to be
around.
creepy, Jason.
Yeah.
This is great.
Thanks for
This
the
is
$5
awesome.
super chat.
I love it, dude.
310.
See, look, this is how you make viral content.
Never looked at another Arcade1Up. It has all the controls you would need.
Look
along
at
with the
Stupid
20
Fab.
hertz
It's like
monitor,
Raw
and
and
it
Nitro
plays
all over again. That's right, dude.
everything.
Yeah, I mean, if
Oh,
you got, like,
yeah.
limited space, you don't
Old
care
school.
about like the nostalgia and stuff it provides. ALU does so many things so well. Like plays all these
So
games
funny.
that, of course, you have to bring yourself. But
That's great.
you can do a lot of stuff
Great
with
times.
it, and the controls are solid. Sound is solid. This is a good machine, so I can't blame you.
Yeah. I think it's for people that were like, yes, it's the multicade that does everything. I hope you enjoy your multicade and
So
enjoy
cool.
it for yourself.
You know what we
because
should
anybody
do?
else
We
who
should
tries to
start
play
doing
it,
like a
they will
crosstalk
not be able to
on
do
Oh,
it
yeah,
channels.
yeah.
without extra help
like they
from
do on
you.
radio, so we could
So this is one of
crosstalk
those
for like
things
30
where,
minutes, and then we
I
can
got
bring it
tired
into
of
our
my
show. That'd be
ALP
so
having
cool.
to get other people
Yeah,
to
yeah,
use
yeah.
the UI
I will.
system, and if
I
you don't
mean,
get the
listen,
beautiful
this is how this
artwork
works, man.
of a
You just
regular
come up with
arcade. So I think
more
it's for
interesting
whatever
things.
works for you.
Yep.
So I would say
Different
great that you
stuff.
have that and you
Different
didn't want
stuff for
to have any of the
sure.
arcades, but I think people that do.
Well,
All right, we
everybody,
can- we
like
can
That's
Detroit
my
Detroit
Love.
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 favorite thing to
Because
do
we're
on
finishing
Super
up.
Game Room Dudes. Carl,
Okay.
what's your favorite game on the ALU?
And we can talk. Okay, cool. Now it's just me for some unknown reason. Why is it just me? Hello? What's happening? Is it just me? Why is it just me? Why? Danny's like the guy who he quit his own show. How is it that I'm the only person on this show? This is not my channel. What is happening? What is happening? Oh my God. Where did Danny go? Hello. I've taken this channel over. Oh, there you are.
What just happened? I'm
Why
back.
did you do that? Why? What is that? What is wrong with you?
Butterfingers.
You're a weirdo.
Your boy is back. Don't worry about it. Here, let's switch this real quick. There we go.
Oh my God, you're such a weirdo.
Thank you for holding it down.
All right. Okay, so now look, now we're back. You did the same thing to Cyrus.
No, my cock hurts. That my internet like cut out or something. Literally probably longest 5 seconds of Cyrus's life.
That. I did.
Like I just
that.
froze, and then Cyrus is like,
Yeah.
Danny, where are you?
Yeah.
Like the community is here. Do something.
I saw that. I saw that. All right. So let's get down to the get down. You ask the questions and I'll answer as best I can.
Okay, so
and then I'll give a lot of clarity behind some of this stuff because it's been an interesting 24 hours in like everything. But we can cover everything, and I'll talk as much as I possibly. Actually, I mean, I'm going to be able to put a lot of clarity on things because not everything is as it seems. And I'll explain like how I know that and all that. So yeah, it's interesting. I've been watching. I've been observing a lot of things. So start where you want to start, and I'll do my best to answer.
Where do we want to start? That's a good question.
Where do you want to start? I don't know. You tell me.
Okay, so let's start out with the stuff we already know. How about that?
Yes, we can start there.
Let's start here. Okay, so Atari 50th.
Yes.
Live at PAX in the person. You can go see it. Should we pull up like a video of this? I feel like so people can see it.
Yeah, sure. Why not? Throw the.
Let's go to YouTube here. Let me try to find that Arcade1Up
I might have.
one.
Wait, can I send something? Let's see. Extra camera, local video. I have a local video.
Do that one.
Look at this. Hold on. Hold on.
I want to see when it's all lit up because guys.
Go ahead and put that in the thing.
Yeah,
see my
in the thing.
Right
beautiful. This is what I want. So let's do this. Let's do this.
Flip it around. There you go.
Okay, so
I'll be there tomorrow.
Yes. Let's go. This is gonna be super cool. Pause it when the video gets to like the machines.
Yeah, sure, of course. Okay, B stream is over. Okay, we can talk about everybody now. What's up, Paul?
Let's go. What's up, Paul?
Good to see the Let's Go crew.
Yeah, Let's Go crew. Love it. Love the green sea of green.
Okay, here we go. This does look better. I'm interested to see it in person because here I'll tell you what. And actually, Danny and I were talking about this before we went live. This looks better,
yep.
like here than it does on the renders. And I will tell you this: Pac-Man XL in person looks much better than I ever thought it would. So for clarity, I saw Pac-Man XL months ago in person, and it looks great. And I'll say something else about Pac-Man XL. It is in the smallest box I've ever seen. Somehow they have figured out a way to put a large cab in a box that's smaller than a deluxe cab box. Like it's small.
That's very interesting.
Yeah.
But that's good, right? Isn't that a good thing?
That's a great thing.
Yeah, because it saves on cost. Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, so real quick before we I think guys, honestly, my 2 cents opinion when I first saw this, right up close right here, I said, wow, that actually looks kind of dope. Like, we've seen the renders, like Travis was saying, but then once it's lit up, it's like, huh, okay. I mean, $2.99. I can stick it in the corner arcade. Yeah. But it's not something that's like, oh my god, I want. It would be something that's like, hey, it's on the dope sale. Yeah, I'll get it, build it, and do a video.
Look at what Jason just said. He said exactly what. He's right. When I saw this box, I about fell over. I can't believe how small it is. Look what he said. I can carry the whole thing to the second floor story by himself. And anyone who's ever picked up one of these Arcade1Up, they're not light. This XL box is small. It's crazy small. Really well done.
Interesting. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah. But yeah, I like the go. I want to see this. So I'll see this in person tomorrow. It looks better than I thought it would look from the renders. And like I said, the reason why I brought up Pac-Man XL is because it looks better than even the renders look. And Jason has it. I'm sure he will tell you the same thing. Mm-hmm. The XLs listen, I want everything XL. I'll XL all the things.
But see, I'm on the brink of it. So think about it. Like Time Crisis is on an XL. So if I have like Fast and Furious Time Crisis, I got a Class of 81, let's just say KI that I'm hoping to get, like, and then I bring 2 XLs in here, it's going to dwarf all the other cabinets. It's going to look weird. So I wouldn't mind going XL if they had everything available in XL. Like right now, realistically, you could get Pac-Man XL.
Yeah.
And I would personally take NBA Jam and Golden Tee off of that because we aren't all modders here. We can't fix the screen issues.
Well,
so you really have KI.
Well, wait a minute. Hold on. That doesn't mean that it won't be. That's not to say this is the last time we'll see those. I'll say this, that NBA and Golden Tee do sell well for them. It doesn't mean they couldn't redo them and put good monitors in. That doesn't mean that. I'm not aware of them doing that, by the way. But I'm saying it doesn't mean they can't do that. So here's the other thing. But I wasn't aware of this. So I just found this out today. Golden Tee XL or XL is the only one that's online, right? The other one isn't? Am I right about that?
The other one is not, correct. But
okay.
It's only online for leaderboards.
Yeah, but that's important. So let me skip ahead for half a second, and then we'll come back to this. And I'm saying it for Golden Tee XL because there is some cool stuff coming. Now, and you and I talked about this before we went live. I said a couple of weeks back, changes are coming to Arcade1Up. I did not mean game changes. I meant other stuff. And you've already started to see part of it. You see B doing, a review cab and then taking that cab somewhere that's not his house. That's one change. You're seeing Michael B doing Arcade1Up live streams. That's another change. And there are more changes coming. And they're more interesting. Now, they still trip over themselves this week, as we saw. Like today, they leak on themselves before the live stream, right? So some things never change, right? But you want a leak? I'll give you a leak. I'm not going to give you all the details, but I'm going to say this. Next year, and I think it's going to be early, they are changing the way they're doing this. I'm not going to say anything else about it. I'm not talking about specific titles or games. I'm talking about the way that the community finds out about titles, which right now is kind of trash, let's just be honest, is changing next year in a good way. I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm not going to say anything more. Don't even ask me anymore. I'm just saying it's getting better. So the changes that I've been talking about for the last couple of weeks are in the middle of happening. You will see more of them coming. And things like when I found out today that Golden Tee XL was the only Wi-Fi, I actually didn't know that. I thought the other Golden Tee was Wi-Fi. And the reason that I say that is because something's coming up that impacts, like, in a cool way, Golden Tee. And it's cool. And I'm kind of excited for it, and I don't even have Golden Tee. And then, again, not another title reveal, but something else super dope is coming. And when it happens, there's a certain segment of this community that's going to be so hype, and it's going to reinvigorate some aspects of the community. And I'm excited to see that. And all the stuff that's happening is stuff you should be excited about as a community. Forget about titles, forget about games that they're selling or what they're not going to sell, whatever. Forget about that. There's some stuff this boiling and cooking right now, and I'm hyped. I mean, forget 2024 titles, sure, whatever. This is something different. This is something that is long overdue, and it's being worked on. So I'm hyped.
You guys are hearing this first, just like I am. So I don't know what you're talking about, but I got a big smile on my face. So this is awesome. Yeah, that's super cool. So something to do with Wi-Fi, definitely. But yeah, since we're on the Atari cab, for the people that are coming in and joining.
Hold on, Mikey Two-Pin, settle down. Do you do your pinball review news on your channel? You don't know nothing about these claw machine news.
Mikey Two-Pin, love it.
Okay, so
no, it was Mikey NDA earlier, or I think that's what he changed his name to or something.
Yeah, Mikey. Actually, let me answer Paul's question, because this is a really good point.
At the end here?
Paul's most recent question here. You seem to be dreading what was coming, now you're hyped. The bad thing, yes. And my assumption about what that would mean was wrong. It actually is going the opposite direction currently, so I'm hyped. What's the box in my background? Shoot, did I put the The NDA box in my background. Damn it! Damn it! No, don't look, please, please. Oh no, don't look. No, stop.
Take him off stream. That's too funny.
Good time.
Yeah, so initial thoughts for people that are coming in and love the support from the community as always. Tuning in, we got 72 people in here. We're just talking about everything that's going on right now. So this is kind of like the show after the show. The Atari 50th, we're kind of looking at it, and Travis and I can both agree it actually does not look that bad lit up.
Hold on, Weissel out here showing out again. Did you see that?
Oh my goodness.
He's doing it again.
See, I gotta have, this is what I hate about Restream, but I gotta have the phone on the side, and yes, he is. Looks like Weissel just gifted 10 memberships to the Cornercade. So the Sea of Green continues, guys. Thank you so much, Weissel, for those. We have... Oh, there you go. Travis. You need to give me, I need to be able to play sound clips because I want to do that. I want to do a whole bunch of cool stuff, but I don't know how to do that. But that was perfect. Well said. Well said. We got 10 new members. Miss Cornercade, if you want to put those members in the chat or whatever, I can't keep up with this right now. But thank you so much, man. Really appreciate it. But we both agree that the Atari 50th lit up looks actually kind of cool. Now, not for me right out of the gate, but maybe like $2.99, like how I got Dig Dug. I think that I could squeeze that into the Cornercade. That'd be kind of cool.
I want them to redo the Dig Dug cab. I've decided that that's going to be my next thing to pitch. Okay, Dig Dug Deluxe, please.
No, if you're going to pitch anything, start pitching Sega Star Wars Trilogy and Sega Jurassic Park Shooter. Done. Like, stop it.
So here's the thing. You don't.
Do they know that with that leaked list? Do they know that?
Okay, look. Do you want to talk about that list yet, or do you want to talk about this other stuff first?
No, we'll get to that. We'll get to the beef later.
The list. Okay, all right. The list is funny.
But yeah, so Atari. Okay, so and this is the thing too. Like you put this next to an XL, it's gonna make this look like a peanut. So it's really hard. Like I'm hoping that Arcade1Up does 50-50, where they can satisfy the people that don't have a large space and keep it 3/4 scale, but the people that have the big basements and want that beefy cab, go XL. Like I'm hoping that they do both. No pros. There's not a pro.
I don't think they're gonna do pros anymore.
Just XL and 3/4 scale, and that's kind of what I was like. And I'm in the boat. And guys, I know I'm gonna get a lot of people that might not disagree, but get rid of the countercades and get rid of the partycades. It's nonsense. But if you want to offer those as like a great option to put on like the end of a door or someone that doesn't really have a lot of room, that's great, but it's not anything like breaking news. So we're not going to get like a Time Crisis Partycade kind of thing.
Zero Redo got you super chat.
Got that right here. Zero Redux, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Let's go. Keep the leaks coming, MCP. Dude, you're in charge of the sound effects because this is great. I love this.
I have all mine loaded up, but there's a couple. There you go.
Oh my god, keep them coming. Every time there's a super chat, we're gonna do a sound effect. That's so hilarious, dude. Nailed it. Yeah. So we got Atari 50th. So Travis is going to see if he can get some videos of the 50 kind of like 2600 games, because that's something that I'm personally really interested in. Yeah, you can keep the video going, and then obviously we know all the other games that are going to be on this.
I think Cyrus said this, and I didn't recognize this verse. Do you see that thing there, the gold thing there in the bottom?
Yeah, that's that plate, right?
Yeah, they said they're all plated, which is kind of dope. It's kind of cool.
Yep. So I don't know. I wouldn't put mine there. I'd probably put it like on the top and the back. But yeah, you get a gold like metal plate, which is kind of cool. Why not? Like,
so one thing he did not say is Atari themselves helped design this. So unlike a lot of the things that Arcade1Up does, actually Atari, people who work at Atari, have been at Atari, helped design this. So some people are going to hate on it, but it's very much ran correct because Atari had a huge hand in this design. So it or not, it is what it is.
That's the logo that, like, if you guys picked up like the Nintendo Switch game, they had the Atari 50th, like that's the same logo. So they it was a collab.
Yeah.
But yeah, keep the video going. Let's see.
lit up buttons left, right, and center all over the place.
Yeah, that's interesting.
And then the Atari VCR or whatever that is.
Yeah.
So we'll see that. Yeah, it's an interest. So PAX is huge. I'm excited to go. I go every year. I've gone since the very first one, so it'll be interesting to see like what this looks like up close. So what Cyrus also said was that someone came up, it was a hardcore Atari fan, and they said, hey, you know, this is I'm actually excited about this because my son, I'm gonna keep my son away from my original 2600. He can play this. So that was kind of funny.
That is kind of funny. Yeah. So that's the 2600. Is anybody like legit interested in this now that you kind of see it like lit up at all? Does it change your opinion?
They bought it.
They bought it already? Oh yeah, because it's on Atari. Okay, who bought it? Let us know.
I thought I just saw someone say that.
Hit a 1 in the chat if you're interested in picking this up, or you've already bought it. Hit a 0 if it's just like a hard pass. Maybe hit a 3 if it or a 2, I should say, if it goes on sale and you'll pick it up. I don't know what the plans are for this. If they made a very limited run and it's just kind of like we're just selling it at that, there's not going to be a sale.
Nicholas did.
Oh, Nicholas. Okay, sweet. We'll have to. Oh, here we go. Chat's flying so fast that I can't keep up. So, Nicholas, you'll have to send some video or gameplay pictures and stuff into the cornercade at gmail.com is our email if you want to, and then we could show it on the show. Yeah, it's like you said, as soon as it went up for pre-order, you got it.
That's cool. Again, and you talked about this before. Like, be happy for people that are hyped.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. Like. You're not gonna have everybody like everything. Like that's what you're spraying all fields for. So like the Casino Cade is a great example of this. It's getting a new demographic, maybe older crowd into the mix of, oh, I didn't even know Arcade1Up was a company. Oh, wait, they have this Atari 50th too? Oh, look at that. Why not? Like I'll put it next. I have room for 3 of these things or whatever the case may be. It's opening up. It's a gateway door to open up to a new clientele to help spread the word at the end of the day. So
it's the drogas. All right,
what's next? Okay, so next on the docket, Pac-Man XL. Do we have any video of that? I know Jason got it. They showed it on B's show, and this thing is like a monster. Yes. So I don't know if there's going to be a picture. I don't know where I could find one. But the Pac-Man XL was standing next to the Tempest and the Outrun in Jason's game room, and it for real made Tempest look like a countercade.
Yeah, I still. So it's like it's a beautiful, it's a beautiful cab, and I'm not even a beast. I was like, yeah.
You're like, yeah, I want to make some room for that one. I don't know if there's a. Yeah, I wouldn't have to. I'd have to go through the whole like stream of theirs. Let's see here. Let's see, guys.
Oh, Jason's in here. Jason, if you have pictures, email it real quick to Cornercade.
Yeah, if you have pictures or video, that would cut it down a little bit. Otherwise, I can scroll through and see. It's a pretty decently long stream, so let's see what I got.
Shipping in October. Is that they're shipping in October from Atari? Well, I guess they're all shipping from the same place.
There's a lot of things coming in October then.
Yeah. Oh yeah, late September, October. Yeah. Jason, send them in.
I can't get any preview boxes, so I literally have to scroll through this on the computer.
He's going to email them in, and Jason has it, so love to hear.
We'll have those in a second, which will be cool. And then then Pac-Man XL. Now, are you going to get this or no? You just don't have space in your game room?
I don't think so. I would be very tempted to get a class of 81 in this size. Again, I saw the thing in person. And as someone who's just like, I have a Pac-Man, I think it's nice that as a completionist for someone who has an arcade, it's almost like you have to have a Pac-Man. And I'm like, but I was never thinking about upgrading. But I was standing next to that thing and I'm like, this thing is really freaking cool. It's really freaking cool. So if you are even mildly a Pac-Man fan, or if you're a person like me that likes to have specific games to feel like their arcade is complete, it is it's nice. It's nice. And it's Pac-Man. It's like, it's not something I would be impressed by. Like, I kept telling people, I was like, I don't know why I'm so impressed by this thing. It's growing on me very fast, and it's just Pac-Man, but it's so nice. It's so nice. It's so nice. It's so nice.
For me, that white, and this is just like nitpicking at this point, like that white marquee was so bright. So we actually bought that Pac-Man, and we had it in the corner cave for a few days, and I returned it. The marquee was so bright in my face, it was like giving me a migraine.
The Deluxe one?
Yeah, the deluxe one, because it stands right here when I'm standing
Yeah.
and I'm trying to play, and it's literally like car lights in your face because it's white. It's not like a black marquee or a darker marquee.
Right.
And then the speakers were actually too loud. They did too good of a job on the speakers. Like
Yeah.
so it on volume 1, it was like gamma 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 gamma, and it was like the whole like arcade got like was like it was overpowering all the machines, and I'm like, all right, I can't. It's weird because the class of 81 doesn't do that. This Pac-Man doesn't do
Yeah.
that. So it might be like the ROM of Pac-Man, the volume's like too high or something, or the speakers are just too good.
Yeah. Speakers are getting louder and louder. So Jason said he sent him. He was distracted with some drama. He doesn't have a ton of photos, but he was distracted today by some drama. Gee, I wonder what that was. We'll talk about that.
Yeah, let's see what's going on here. Okay, let me pull up.
Bursting people's bubbles, but I'm here to tell the truth like I always have, so we'll see. Okay, so I guess you should have it in your email.
Yep, we got pictures, we got a whole bunch of fun stuff.
Well, here we go. Let's take a look. I'm excited to see someone's house.
This is exactly, hold on, let me see here. This is exactly what I was talking about. All right, chat, let's go.
Yeah, wow.
All right, so it's like a monster. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Like,
no, it makes you immediately want other XLs, is what it does.
Yeah, it's like either or. So like I was explaining, like I wish I had a basement. I wish I could do all XLs. I wish Time Crisis was an XL. Like we can go on and on. That's like the ultimate goal. Yeah. But we're in a third spare bedroom, and you can see behind me, I squeezed a fifth one in of they're all 3/4 scales, obviously, and the door opens up to this room about 80%. So we're like, and that's just this row. So we have like other rows. But if I did like an XL, I'm getting one less arcade in that row for sure.
Yeah.
So it's exactly like, it's like I don't want to have less games. That like so that's where I'm kind of torn in. Guys, let us know in the chat, like where are you as far as XLs and 3/4 scale go?
So I just see Godly in there talking about Starfield, which is funny because that's the reason I wasn't on last night. I was playing Starfield, but I just realized that one of the things I remember I was talking about some cool stuff's coming this year and stuff. One of those things Godly's gonna like there's just some cool stuff coming, man. I am like, for the community, I'm hyped that this stuff is finally happening. The community's getting like some recognition and some love and some bro. It's so I think for me, let me talk philosophical here for a second. So the games are cool, right? It's important. It's important to have good games and have fun. But one of the things that's been missing from this community largely is, they do exist. They're pockets. Are these little pockets of gaming communities. So for example, I'm aware of, never really kind of dealt with, but I'm aware of the Killer Instinct community. They have their own Discord. They play online. They connect. I know there's like an MVC1 community. I know there's these like little sub-communities, and mostly in fighting games, but I'm sure there are in other things too. I think we're going to hopefully see more of that sort of thing moving forward. And the thing is that it's never really been a big thing because the fans themselves have had to come together and make it happen. That's going to change.
Let's go.
So, I think for some games, it's not going to be all games right off the bat, but it's going to be some good games. A Blitz Discord, yeah. So things like I said, I'm excited for what's happening, and the things I'm excited for right now have nothing to do with new release games. It's community stuff, because I'm so wanting this community to be like less toxic and less kind of cringy and just ridiculous, and be supportive and fun. Like you have a great community comes and watch your streams, and let's go play some games together. Let's have some freaking fun, man.
That's what this is about. Like, that's how I got into this. I didn't get into this hobby because people were shit talking each other. I got into this hobby because I was like, dude, I could get a Mortal Kombat that I grew up on at the hot dog shop when I was like 13 years old. Like, that's dope. Let me put that. And I was like, wait, I never got to play MVC2 in the arcade. I can buy that. Like, there was so many titles, and it just took me by storm. And I was just like, console gaming to me was not a thing at all. Like, it's arcade or nothing. And it's completely changed my life. It's changed my family's life, obviously. It's a really cool hobby. We have something so niche and cool to talk about, that why would we waste time on anything else? Like, who cares? Like, it's not even that big.
Okay, let's keep going with questions. I see people are asking questions in the chat. I want to get. Let's go through what you want to go through. Then we'll take questions from the chat.
No, we can take some questions right now, like
Right,
that
this is
kind
your
of
show,
related
man.
to the subject. Yeah, let's not get too off topic. If you guys have questions about Pac-Man XL, Atari 50th, I think Jason also sent the games list over. So let me see if I can get that. Travis, you grab the chat while I'm kind of bringing this up. See if there's anything worth note.
So Travis, the recent change, you see some continue to work with Arcade1Up after all. To be continued, AMC. I need some stuff for my game room, even if it's not arcades. Going back to Starfield. Texas Chainsaw. I'm going back to Starfield after this is done. I'm just going to keep it honest with you. Hear that, folks? We're a great community. Sup, MCP. I want that big red chewing gum. Pac-Man Championship. I mean, Peter. Just imagine. Got a spare room I use for family and friends and have a crash for a night or two. One as an office, doubles as a quarter scale statues like a slideshow. Running out of room. Yeah, man. Regarding the 2024 releases, without naming names, could you at least let us know how soon in 2024 we should expect those surprises? Okay, since I kind of hinted at this earlier, what I will say is earlier in 2024, you will have some real clear understanding of at least some games. And that, to me, I think when you see that happen, before then, you should see that some of the things I'm saying are true as far as like how things are going to be changing over the next couple of weeks and the next couple of months. But for sure, at that point, it'll be undeniable because then you'll be able to know. It won't be like these things that happen last second and just kind of this weird leak here and there. Like you'll know stuff in advance and you'll be able to plan. I think one of the things that I heard from the community was that, they want to know because sometimes they want to save up money. So, for example, this Miss Pac-Man that just came out, it's not for everyone. A lot of people want the blue, and there's a reason why it's black. I mean, I've kind of talked about this before, but the long and the short of it is some people are like, oh, crap, I actually kind of want that. It's $500. Now I need to figure out how to get $500, right? So if they had known that in advance, then they could have saved up and then bought it as soon as it comes out. So I think it's important. To let people know as far in advance as you can what's coming out. And you've talked about this too.
Yeah,
and
great point. Yeah.
I think you're going to see something like that.
Yeah, it does. It's a struggle because like, do I want, like when I heard said title was coming out, do I want to be able to just get it right away? Yes. Like when Time Crisis was like revealed, it's like, oh, I gotta wait till October to get this thing, and like so there is a little bit of that. But at the end of the day, like when you're asking to spend nearly $800 on a product, we need a little bit of time in advance. No one can just pop out, like at least I can't pop out money like that. So it's a little bit difficult to do that. But yeah, totally agree there.
All right, let me see if I can. Okay, there's a bunch coming in. Okay, Travis, we'll do one up in January CES. I think if you pay attention to the way they've been doing events this year, they partner with licenses. So Atari, Capcom, like they're going to these events. They're not paying themselves. They're kind of piggybacking on other licenses. So if CES has a license that they, are associated with and they go, then they'll do it that way. Otherwise, I don't think they will. That's why they're not going to Cleveland, because they don't have a license that's going that is inviting them to come. They're not paying for that for themselves.
Oh, that's a really good point. Yeah, that helps.
Skyhook. So everyone knows, anyone who's watched me on any of these streams knows it's all about Tekken for me. So Skyhook says, if they were to do Tekken, what form factor would they go with? I can only think of candy caps. Okay. First of all, probably not going to be candy cap. The thing about Tekken is weird. So Tekken 1 and 2, and I can't remember if 3, had cabs, but for the most part, especially starting around Tekken 3 and certainly Tekken Tag, they actually didn't. Tekken Tag didn't have a dedicated cab at all. It was put into these like showcase cabs, and kind of like you would see a lot of Marvel vs. Capcoms. They never really had like a Marvel vs. Capcom cab exactly. I mean, it was in Big Blues, it was in HS5s, and all these things. Same thing for Tekken. So Tekken it probably have to be a Tekken 2 form factor. But what I mostly played Tekken on was, I think it's called a showcase cab or whatever, like the joystick's way back and then the screen's really big, and they're never going to do that. I think they actually tried to do that, but they're never going to do that. So it'll probably be in a Tekken 2, if I had to guess, form factor.
Which I would buy day one.
I would. Listen, I'm going to have that. I will be beta testing Tekken before you guys even know it exists.
I better be on that gravy boat too, because why not? That's a new title, like beefed.
Any live stream I go on, if I'm smiling the entire live stream, I'm working on Tekken. That's all I'm going to say.
There you go, guys. There you go. Now here's the thing. The twofold of this. Does it come? What if it comes out as an XL only? like they should never. I feel like they should never do that. If you're gonna do both,
I don't think they're going to do that.
do a deluxe and an XL.
Yeah, I don't see them doing any game that's just XL. I don't see that.
Okay, that's a good thing. That's a good thing.
I don't, because it's too much. It's too risky. Their problem is that pre-ordering only guarantees you pay more than everyone else, only to find the game isn't finished. That's how you turn and get. You know, Thor, you're not exactly wrong. You're not exactly wrong about that, and I'll just leave it at that. I mean, I think you make a good point.
Okay, so we covered. Okay, so we covered like Pac-Man, Atari 50th. I guessed it right. Well, me and my wife guessed it right, and you should have seen the look on her face yesterday when we went live. I was like, wait a second. I remember the Miss Pac-Man hitting ports. Yeah, it's Miss Pac-Man.
I don't even remember that. I don't even remember that. That was, but yeah.
Yeah, so it was about a month ago. Usually when port information comes through, guys, we will get it at retailers about 2 to 4 weeks, maybe 5 weeks if it's a little slow. So that's kind of like the time frame. I know it's kind of like a broad time frame, but that's usually what it is for like the retailers to beef up their inventory and stuff. But yeah, so then when I knew about it, I was like, oh. And then I was like, okay, well, this will be kind of cool for people. And then they reskinned it. I was like,
well, I told you for weeks. I said, you're not going to be that excited about it. I told you.
Yeah, you were right. And I was like, come on, dude. I was literally like, come on. I'm excited about like a lot of Arcade1Up stuff. And you hit it on the head. Like, I was just like, oh, I already have that. And actually, like, say what you want, but I almost think Classic 81 is better because you get Galaga 88 and you get Rally X. And in the Miss Pac-Man, you get like just the kind of jumbled like Super Pac-Man. Like, you're not gonna play Pac and Pal or whatever that is. You know, they go through the town. Like, you're not playing that. Nobody's playing that. Tell me somebody playing that game in the chat. You're out of your mind. But Galaga 88 and Rally X are banger titles for that arcade. So there's no way. Like, I think it's just a better deal for that. But it looks cool. And if you don't have it, some of the things that I want to know too, what does like improved joystick mean?
For what?
What is? So they put that on Miss Pac-Man, like what is this, a Sanwa stick or something? Like I'm confused. They literally put that in the description. They put improved joystick.
Well, Console Fanboy's getting this, so I guess watch his review when he gets it.
Let's go. Yep, we do. We're just getting to that. We got a $10 super chat from our boy Galaga88. Thank you so much. It says a lot of console companies leak in advertising things. Then if something doesn't work out, they just say it's canceled. Why can't 1UP do this? Imagine buying a Pac-Man Deluxe and 6 months later you see the XL.
So, okay. It's a good point, but also some of it's complicated. So, oh geez, hold on.
We're getting breaking news. Guys, you heard it first. We got breaking news.
Hold on.
Looks like Jason just sent us some more photos too. You know, you can't laugh without showing. He's gonna die.
Okay,
we lost Travis, guys.
I think it's funny. This community is hilarious, bro.
What happened?
No, I'm not gonna go into deal. I think it's funny. The reality to me is this. All right, let's talk about that list. Let's get deep. I'm about to flame broil somebody. I'm about to flame broil. I don't know what to tell you. I'm about to flame broil.
So I'm just gonna pretend like nobody saw that anything that went down.
Go ahead, talk about the list.
There was
People
a video
don't know. People don't know how deep my fingers are, baby. I know a lot, and I know when you're talking about me. I know. Oh, come on, son. Come on, son. Come on, son.
You're here, man. Let's go.
Come on, son. Don't make me flame broil you in public. Come on, let's go.
Okay, so there was a list that was apparently leaked out. I'm not going to say who gave it to me, but I have that list as well.
Yeah.
And it was very interesting to see. But long and short, Bill did a video. Bill's Retro Gaming Show did a video this morning on it. And I watched it. And I was like, where is he getting these titles from? They're just all over the place. Like it's almost like I just made a speculation video of like stuff I would love to see. And then I started putting the pieces together. Then the list was sent over to me and I'm like, what in the world? Like, is this a thing?
Okay. So a couple things. Let's start with the list. That list is over 2 months old. And I knew about it 2 months ago because I saw it the day it came out. So let's start there. So I know about this. I've known about it for well over 2 months.
Okay.
And for any person who read that list, that knows anything about arcades and about Arcade1Up, one of the first feelings that they would have had was, oh my God, that's great. Oh my God, that's great. Oh my God, that's great. Wait, what? Huh? Wait, what? And if you didn't realize that the was very specifically put in there for a very specific reason, then there, you played yourself, son. There is I feel bad, man. So I knew about the list 2 months ago. I know who had the list. I know how it got out. I know all these things. I've known it for a while. I haven't said anything about the list because I was wondering what was going on. I was waiting to see what happened. And some of these lists are put out. There's been more than one to find out who's leaking what. And what you do.
I love it. We did little breadcrumbs. Let's go.
This is not a new, this is something that's done everywhere. Apple did this earlier this year. I have a friend that has one of the largest tech news channels on YouTube. And for the last couple of years has been leaking iPhone stuff like every year. And I've talked to him before and he tells me like how people from Apple would send him, stuff, and how he uses Signal, which is a end-to-end encoded messaging app to get information from people who work for Apple, because Apple's way against leaks. Like, they're way against leaks. But Apple, and Apple's not the only company that does this, does fake leaks to specific people with specific information so they know who leaked it. So in other words, maybe they'll give you a couple pieces of truth, and then one thing that's unique, and then a bunch of bullcrap, right? And then they'll do the same thing, but then a different unique thing, and then a bunch of bullcrap. And all they have to do is know exactly which different one was and where it went, and then they know who leaked it. So
interesting. So my list different from yours then?
I don't know. I mean, I assume you have the one that everyone's talking about, because there's only one list. It's funny, there's like one list. And it's hilarious because, again, this list it took 2.5 months for this list to leak, which is interesting. I actually thought it was going to come out right away. It never didn't. It came out very recently. I know how it came out. I know the conversation. I know who let it out. I know all that stuff, and I've known it.
Interesting. Okay.
It's kind of comical, man. And then the thing is, like, then I watch other people here, and I'm just watching, and then I watch people make like. So I will say that Bill, I think, did the right thing. So he went in and said, look, some of this stuff might happen, some of it won't. Some of it might not. He's a smart guy. Instead of saying, this is what it is, this is what it is, this is what it is, he was right. He said it the right way, because what's going to happen is in a couple months, when people find out that most, or all of it wasn't true, at least they can't go back at him and say, you said. He's got his butt covered. Everyone else is like, this is it. Are going to look real dumb. They're going to look real dumb. And I'm going to tell you something else. Just so you know, this will not be the last time this happens. So now, that's leaks, right? That the thing is that, like, that's done all the time. So you might go, well, Travis, how do you know everything? Well, here's the difference. So this leak thing was passed around like a blunt on a Sunday night, right? Like, people are just passing it and passing along, and some people are just like, oh, here, you guys got to see this. That's not how I get my information. And if you're a journalist, by the way, I'm not a journalist. Any journalist knows one truth: 3 sources.
Yep, three sources
before you ever report anything.
I've heard that before.
There are no 3 sources. There's one source on this. And if you ask the 4th person that got it, they don't know where it came from. So now it's pass along. It's the biggest joke I've ever seen. I'm watching this going, is this really happening?
Pass along, really I love it. It's like telephone, right?
It really is. Well, let's get to super chat quick.
Should I change the list and then send it to somebody else?
I mean, you should. I mean, let's see what happens. You probably should. There's going to be more lists that are passed around that are just going to be.
That's so funny. Another super chat from Galaga Guy 88 to 499 super chat. Thank you so much for supporting the stream, man. Says, would you rather fight 110-year-olds or 10 100-year-olds? I asked Michael B and B this question. No one wants to answer. It's funny because I remember this.
I'm elbowing them in the face. Bam.
Yep. All the little kids you're doing. Yeah, I think I'm going to do the little kids.
100-year-olds, not 110-year-olds.
No, I would do 110-year-olds.
You don't know how 110-year-olds?
No,
bro, you're getting your ass whooped. Bro, you're getting your ass whooped.
It'd be like a zombie invasion. They'll come and hog pile on me.
I'm elbowing that dude in his face.
That's so funny. Thank you for the super chat, Galaga Guy.
So anyway, look, at the end of the day, it is what it is. I feel like you're gonna find. I mean, the truth will come out eventually. But I've seen some people that are, and I'm not gonna say anything because I'm not trying to embarrass them. Some of these people are actually nice people. I've talked to them and they're fine. But I've seen some people say things in a definitive way that are so wrong that I feel kind of bad for them. I'm like, whoa. If people pay attention to your track record, you're going to be toast in a couple months. You're going to get fried. I mean, I saw some people saying definitive statements that I know for a fact are not true. And I don't mean like someone's cousin, sister. No. I just go to the source. Mm-hmm. And then if I'm not sure about the source, I ask 2 other people. Because why? 3 sources.
Yep. That's pretty much how I do it. So I don't break something unless it's confirmed. That way you just cover yourself. Yeah. So okay.
No, Paul. Let me talk about that because it came out that some of the but you got to remember when I said that list, I said this list is accurate as of now, could change tomorrow. I said that, and it did. Some of it changed. That's different though. And you got to remember when I gave that list to Michael, I was leaving the whole thing. I was out. Then some things changed.
So let me ask you this then, just to confirm on that. So when you sent what you sent to Michael B, and he did the face, that was this list or a different list or just a list in general?
It was a list.
Okay. I thought it might have been like a picture of like a cabinet. So.
Yeah, I mean, maybe. Listen, listen. He saw a couple things. I sent him 2 things.
That's definitely cool. Terry B, late to the stream, real quick. He says, "What is Danny drinking?" So this is my Arnie. This is my Arnold Palmer, man.
That's what I drink. I drink the light Arnie Palmer. I drank all mine. I don't have any left.
Now I would prefer it being a can. That's like my go-to most favorite drink. But these are a little bit more affordable right now. All right, so we're gonna stick to the jug.
Let me explain the tastier one that's about the same calories. Yeah, look, 110 years are going to murder Danny. That's true. I'm telling you. Like the Dodgers trying to exactly. Thor knows, man. Thor knows. 100-year-olds are going to die, man. I'm telling you.
I don't know. I still just that's what I'm picking. I'm right I can pick what I pick, right?
Yeah.
So funny. Okay, so real quick. Okay, so do you want to go down the titles or? Okay, I need to get this.
I mean, you can ask me whatever on. I'm just gonna sit here and be like, huh?
Okay, but if there's only one list going around, right? I don't want to like expose people.
I mean, I don't know. I believe that there's the one list that everyone's passing around like a blunt. What do you want to know about the list? Ask as a holistic thing. Individually, I'm not going to say anything.
Well, I guess the list was already like broken from Bill. So here, this is.
But I don't think Bill started with it. I think I know exactly who started. Well, first of all, I know where I know where the list originated. I know it 100%. I've known it 2 months ago when it first was written, when it was put pen to paper to paper to pen, which is actually more of a typing thing. But I know where it started. I was there like the day it was made. I was there, so I know. But I know like a couple people who's had it's a digital thing, right? So it's not like anyone can pass it along. It's just like you just making a copy of it.
Yeah, true. So first one on the list was Smash TV / Robotron.
Hold on for a second. Skyhook, he's remembering a deep cut. Remember we were talking about them showing people Danny's feet? Look at that.
Yeah.
Skyhook remembering the deep cut from a couple weeks ago. That's why I love the community, bro. That's why I love the community. Yeah. That's the deep cut.
That's one of the Corner K like foundational crew members. He's been here since pretty much day one. Yes. Then Visel says stay away from the plastic. Yeah, prefer the cans. But yeah, Zero Redux. I can't. You're not gonna go to jail, Danny. Be bold and ask away. Yeah. Okay. So Smash TV Robotron, first one on the list. Is that what thoughts? Is that a possibility? I don't know.
It's all listen. Most of those titles are a possibility, except for the ones that seem really weird.
Yeah, the last one is like I'm laughing out loud.
There's like 3 or 4 on there that someone should have gone. Wait a minute, I think I'm being trolled because you're
not wrong. Yeah, you're not wrong.
Like,
so I know
name
exactly
one. There's one that sticks out like a freaking sore thumb. You're like, nah, bro.
It would probably be for me, Alien vs Predator: Big Blue.
You think that one's the one that's the troll?
Well, that one's like that's not gonna happen.
That was a good arcade. I'm talking about one that's like, was it even ever an arcade?
Was it? No, these are all. What Cowabunga collection?
Yeah, I mean, like, hello, what are you talking?
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
That came up. Someone
And
should
it
have
was
gone.
funny. I asked my wife, I was like, which one out of those would you buy? And she said the Cowabunga collection.
That doesn't exist. Like, are you serious? And, I mean, like the fact that flew right over everyone's head, I rolled. I laughed so freaking hard. I was like,
funny.
bruh.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. That's I can see. Okay, I got to be honest with you though. So, okay, let's keep this in order real quick because we're gonna jumble this all over the place. So, Smash TV Robotron was on the list. Cowabunga Collection. That seems like kind of far fetched. I wouldn't get it unless it was like a 2-player control deck. I really do think as a community, and I took a poll yesterday on the podcast that we had that, guys, would you want to see 4 players to 2 players? And it was like a 70 to 30% yes. So it's kind of like, and I know it's a small gauge of 35 people that were in here at the time, but I think we're moving that direction. I said, look, you got the best of both worlds. If you want a 4-player, there are 4 players of those available. But if they re-release them into 2 players, now it's the best of both worlds, and you can enjoy either or. So I think that would be a really good thing from Arcade1Up. Track and Field was on that list. That would be an interesting one. What other games, Travis? Do you know what other games could possibly be on a Track and Field cab, or is it just Track and Field?
I think, isn't that a problem? I think either that or our AVP was a problem. I don't remember. I think Michael was telling me AVP was a problem because there's from a licensing standpoint, what else could fit on there?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Track and Field. I don't know who else. What else would be?
I don't know. Chat, let us know if that's possible. But I think a Track and Field. I've never played Track and Field, but we're so hungry for new titles that I might actually just get it if it was a thing. Star Wars XL. I mean, that's always been rumored. That's a very, very possible thing. Alien vs. Predator Big Blue version 2. So that would be what in the Big Blue cab? I don't think they would ever do that because it's so bad.
It would be one game. Look, Nooner's even saying AVP and 720p would be 1 game cabs. I think as it stands right now, that might be a true statement. And they're going to try to stay away from 1 game cabs. I don't know. No, listen. The one thing I'm not good at is understanding what games could work on a cab from a licensing standpoint. Are there other games that could go on an AVP cab? Are there other games that could go on a 720p cab that are owned by the same licensors and would be able to use the same joysticks? I don't know. I actually don't know the answer to that.
Yeah, neither do I. That's why chat. That's what you're here for. Help us out a little bit. Yeah, so it'd be kind of cool. So it looks like there's a lot of international Track and Field. I mean, I've never played it, so I know we're talking hitting buttons when you're running and stuff. I don't know, but the cab looks kind of cool.
I would be worried. Listen, here's the thing: if Track and Field was real, I would be worried as Arcade1Up for button replacements because the legit arcade, you go to any arcade with Track and Field, that thing ain't working. One of them working. That's a guarantee. You imagine the Arcade1Up, that you'd be pushing the button through the damn front top of the thing.
They'll get some tickets for that for sure. I know the biggest troll on the market, this was a big troll one. That's Street Fighter 3 Alpha, Street Fighter Legacy Alpha cab, Street Fighter 3. I mean, that's what we kind of all want at this point.
Well, why would that be a troll?
Because I feel why haven't they done it yet? Why are we getting the same 3 Street Fighter games?
But now you're implying that by saying you think that's a troll, you're implying that it will always only ever be 2. I don't.
That's what I'm thinking. It's only a 3. That's all we've ever gotten. So
that's all we've ever gotten. But you're implying that's all we'll ever get. I don't know that that's true.
I hope not. I hope we get that this year. I wanted that this year. I was hoping that. Well, we got the Dynamo cab, and I was like, oh, they could have thrown that on there, but they didn't. So yeah, but I mean, that's one I would definitely. So if we're just going through the list right now, I would definitely get Smash TV. I would definitely get a Street Fighter 3 Legacy. And Track and Field, I'd have to see what kind of games are on there. That might pique my interest. Next on the list was MVC2 XL.
Seems reasonable.
Yeah, it seems reasonable.
I mean, that doesn't seem like anyone would be surprised about it if that is true. It's
no, I would think it would come almost as a deluxe too, since they're just shifting gears.
Yeah, maybe. See, the other thing is I know this list, and I know a lot about this list. Could be that's meant to be a deluxe, even though it says XL. You never know. You never know.
Yeah, true.
Like I said, sometimes one thing is changed on the list, so you know exactly where it came from.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's very interesting. I didn't know anything about that. Like again, this list was sent to me. I
Listen,
didn't
I've had
know
this
that it
list.
could be like.
Let me look at how long I've had this. Let me find the text.
Yeah, do that. I'll go through here. SNK Big Red XL. I mean, that would be so dope, but I don't think that's even like a possibility. I could be totally wrong. And Chad's flying like Street Fighter Alpha would be a slam dunk. Looks like Nooner says track and field side art would be a bitch to get approval for. I guess there's some things going on there. There will always be a Street Fighter. Now, the funny thing is there's no Mortal Kombat on this list at all.
Well, first of all, I don't know how many games they're going to release next year because I haven't asked. I will probably know sooner rather than later. But even if there's nothing on the list now, let's say that was actually a legitimate. Let's just say it is. It isn't, but let's just say it is. That doesn't mean that not more reusable other titles wouldn't also be released. Okay, so what's today? September 1st? Mm-hmm. I've had this for almost exactly 2 months.
Okay.
Or sorry, for a little bit over a month. Almost a month and a half. Almost a month and a half.
Well, it took a while to get like leaked out for sure.
That's a lot longer than I thought it would take.
Oh yeah, you think half a heartbeat and that thing would be out.
Yeah,
exactly. Not even. Okay, let's see. So we had SNK Big Red XL. We had an Off-Road 3-player XL. Now, this is so funny. A Lethal Enforcers. Okay, guys. So I've heard.
I don't see that. Was that even a popular shooting game?
So this is where this is the big one for me. So like, I never played this game. To my knowledge, I think when I started watching gameplay, because I'm like, what is Lethal Enforcers? And I saw Lethal Enforcers 1, I was like, I think I've seen that in the arcade before, like just passing by. And then I looked up 2 and 3, and 3 is like a little bit way more advanced. Like that's cool. That's like we're getting into like Ridge Racer-y type graphics. So I was, if not better, and I was like, okay, this kind of looks kind of cool. But if we're talking like top shooters, I mean, obviously Terminator 2 is like an iconic staple in an arcade. Time Crisis is going to be that same thing.
House of the Dead.
Yeah, House of the Dead, definitely. Everybody's clamoring over that. And then I was looking at, Area 51, there's Carnival. And I was like thinking to myself, well, where's Sega Jurassic Park Shooter? Because that's got to be somewhere in that list. Like if you, I think that would be the one to come out.
I was working in arcades when that was out, and it was very popular.
Yeah, like that's the one, like hands down, that's a day one buy for me. It's just so much nostalgia, and if you could get 1, 2, and 3 on there, that would be so dope. But Lethal Enforcers, guys, I was watching gameplay on it. It looks kind of cool. I think actually we should bring this up because I feel like
pull it up.
Yeah, let's do that real quick. Give me just a second, chat. I got 100 tabs open now. Let's see.
I'll be honest too. Like every once in a while, I hear something about a game and I just completely forget about it. And I'll tell you exactly one of the last times that happened was Fast and Furious. The first time I heard about it was last year sometime, like way middle of last year. And I'm like, I don't even know what that game is. I just don't remember it. And the funny thing is, I later found out that it came out after I stopped going to the arcades. It was kind of a later game. So that's why I didn't know what it was. I was playing, like the last racing game that I liked that I played was San Francisco Rush. It's like, that's the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good game. So I didn't even know about it. So I heard it, and I just forgot about it. So sometimes that happens. I'll hear about a game, I'm either not as interested or whatever, and I'm just like...
So this is Lethal Enforcers 1. This is what I kind of remember as a kid. Like, I remember this bank scene. This is okay. This doesn't do it for me. Where I really was like, oh, that's interesting, was Lethal Enforcers 3. And I'll give this a second to play. Everybody asking about Mrs. Cornercade. So Mrs. Cornercade is holding down the fort right now because our son Logan opened the door to the live stream and he wants to be full on show. But when Logan gets in here, he's going to be tearing things up left and right. So we're trying to get him into bed right now.
Yo, look at Terry B, man. He said he worked in the arcade industry for 10 years and owned 3 arcade locations. That's dope.
Yo, Terry B, let's go, dude.
That's cool, man. Where were you? Where was your arcades at?
That's really cool.
Jason sent some more pictures as well.
Okay, yep. I did see that. I had that tab pulled open right now. Let me see what we got.
It looks kind of funny. I don't know. I get it. Listen, some people might love it, but I don't know.
Yeah, like okay, here, let me show you 3. Have you seen 3 gameplay or no? Okay, give me this. This is where things kick it up a notch.
1 is like,
yeah, this is go time now. Yeah, 1 is just like on the cab, kind of like Street Fighter 1.
This is much higher graphics and stuff.
Oh yeah, just wait. This is go time, guys.
Yeah, this will be.
I was like, okay, like it's very interesting.
Was that a Sega game or what is that?
No idea.
Like who made Lethal Forces? Who owns that license? Everybody. Oh, in Canada.
Yeah,
Terry, come on, that's hilarious.
Of course it counts. Let's go.
Of course it does.
But that would be kind of cool to have.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, for sure. This looks fun. I would play this.
Let me go back to here. Let me go back to the beginning, the first level. Here, this is cool. You're going through town.
This is pretty dope. I would play this.
I was like, okay. Like
it would have to have this one though, and that's the problem. It's like, what does 2 look like? Is it kind of in between the 2, or? And yeah, Matt,
let me take a look.
Not much later, so it probably looks more like 1 than 3 looks awesome. Yeah. See, so I would be interested in 3 just for looking at that. I didn't really see it.
2 is gonna look just like it's gonna look like the same thing.
Look like 1.
Yeah.
I guess the other question is like, how well did this do in the arcade? So what? If we have someone who owned an arcade,
I'll bring up a list real quick while this is going.
I mean, the first 2 I just wouldn't really be that interested in. The third one looked pretty dope though, but that's the one that would be problematic because it did very well. Okay, what's the first 2 or the third one or all 3? Which one did well? 0.
Okay, I got a list right here, guys. It's Ranker. Let's share this list real quick.
Okay.
Okay, so as you guys see here, number 1 on the list, Time Crisis. I don't think Metal Slug's a shooter. I mean, that don't classify that as a shooter.
No, Metal Slug is a side-scrolling. What is this?
Yeah, what is this list?
What are you showing me?
Let's bypass. What is this? Doom? Okay, Terminator 2. House of the Dead 2. It should be House of the Dead 1. Yeah.
What are you showing us, man?
No, look at this list.
This is an embarrassment. Flying game, Battle of Midway. Sure, technically it's a shooter, but it's not what we're talking about. Come on.
Here, let's back this up real quick. Yeah, let's get a better list here.
Starburst coin sounds like the candy.
Okay, here's a little bit more of a better list, I would think. I've never heard of this game.
I did not like Area 51. I worked in an arcade when Area 51 was out, so it was kind of yeah.
Area 51 to me is meh. Like it's not anything that's like a must-have. No. Okay, Lucky and Wild, that was a good shooting game because you could drive and shoot. Okay, I got a better list. Here, bring this list up.
Oh God.
Let's go.
Get that super chat first before you put up some shenanigans.
Yeah, sorry. We got a $1.99 super chat from Galaga Guy. Thank you so much for the super chat. What's your dream one-up cab, Travis and Quarter Can? Okay, Travis, I'll let you answer that first.
Bro, you already know what mine is. Let's just
yeah. So that's Tekken. Mine. Okay, so there's a lot that I like, and this is hard, but I think if I were to pick just one, it would probably be the Sega Star Wars trilogy. Like, I think that would be like, if well made and done correctly, I think that could be a really, really cool cab that obviously everybody would buy. But there's just so many classics. They're all super cool. Like, so yeah, I think that's the one I would lean towards though. But I got a better list here. You can show this one. Oh, here. I'll bring it up.
You better be good, man, or you're fired from doing this.
Let's go.
Let Katie do it from now on, and not you.
Hey, I'll take that. Miss Corner K knows her stuff. Okay, so I'd never heard of this game.
Me neither.
So let's get all these out of here. Okay, so scrolling down the list, Operation Wolf.
Sure, yeah.
Okay. Lucky and Wild.
I've never seen that.
So this cab is really cool, Travis. You have one person driving and the other person is shooting.
Oh, yo, is it two monitors?
It's 2-player. Yep. No. It's one monitor, and you sit in a bench Like my kids love playing this, so they have this at like a local arcade, and they go immediately to it. One person's driving, the other person's shooting the gun. It's actually pretty cool. It's something different for sure. I don't think Arcade1Up could ever do something like that. But here's Area 51.
Yeah. Never liked it.
Terminator 2.
Okay.
Virtua Cop.
Virtua Cops was cool. Virtua Cop was cool.
Yep. I'd never heard of the Ocean Hunter.
I think I might have seen that, but if it's what I think it is, I'm like,
Yeah, no. House of Dead series.
Yeah, of course. They better do LA Gunner.
Time Crisis.
What's number 1?
Guys, are you ready for the big reveal? What is number 1?
Is it going to be that one game?
Yeah, Sega Star Wars Battle Pod. Let's go. That's the one I love.
That
game was so dope.
I guess it does.
Yeah, I don't see. I count shooter games as like the gun.
Gun,
yeah. The gun.
Like LA Gunners. That one's badass.
So what do you think? So
don't know.
So okay, so yeah, I pulled that up. What what do you think? Let's see here. What do you think they would do? Like as far as like, so they did Time Crisis, they did Terminator, and they did Big Buck. I was just pulling up Steel Gunners. What other one could they do? What's LA Gunners? I'm not getting anything.
Is it not coming up? That's what they said it's called. Let me make sure that's what it's called. Hold on.
Oh, I'm getting Steel Gunners.
I think it's LA Gunners.
But like, what other? I mean, obviously, House of Dead is up there.
Dead.
Yeah, Lethal Enforcers. I don't think that's half bad.
LA Machine Guns? Is it LA Machine Guns where you're in the helicopter and you have like, I think it's no.
Yeah, no, Vice. I know there's Sega Star Wars Battle Pod, and then there's Sega Star Wars Trilogy. The Battle Pod is just unreal. Like, if I had $15,000, I would totally get that.
No, wait, is it LA Machine Guns? Let me see. I'm trying to pull up this footage.
We got a couple people. LA Machine Guns. Pull up that.
That's it. That's the one. I'm looking at the video footage right now. That is a tight game.
Okay, bring it up. Bring it up. Let me see. I've never seen this before.
That is a damn cool game. Imagine this. Well, it's too big. I don't know that they could ever do it. But here, let me go ahead and. I don't know if they could do this game because they could. I guess they could. All right, here. Let me pull this up.
I'll see. Let me see.
This is the joint, man. You're on like this helicopter. You got.
Let me bring that up real quick. All right, here we go.
Clean, crisp graphics.
Yeah, this is Sega or Namco 22 or whatever, System 22.
It's a Sega game.
And isn't Arcade1Up getting a new chipset?
Yeah, possibly, yeah.
So yeah, they could probably do this.
I mean, I think so. Here's the thing, like, this is first of all, I remember when this game came out because I think I was still working in the arcade? I can't remember. I just remember being really impressed by it and never really being a shooting guy. I played a little bit of like House of Dead stuff, but I played this game.
What are the controls though?
It's like a big gun and you're in a helicopter and you're flying around just taking fools out. Okay. It is awesome, man. Look, where's Diego says it's on the Wii. Even you can get it on the Wii. It's such a good game, man.
Here you go. Revolution X, Carnival, Area 51. Silent Scope. Yeah, Silent Scope would be dope. I just don't think they could give you a big machine gun or a big sniper rifle.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, maybe Jago's right. Where maybe it was more popular than this. I mean, this was a bigger machine. The other thing about it is it came out kind of late in the arcade cycle. Like the arcade, because arcades went like up in the very early '80s and down, and then kind of back up, and I think this game came out kind of when it was starting to go down. So that might have had something to do with it too.
Did you watch the movie Token Taverns?
I want to see it. I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, I saw that the other day.
Yeah. Oh, Player One. Okay, it's Player One. Yeah, I've heard of Player One. Starboy Coins is now looking. Wow, that's cool. That's awesome. Yeah, that game is killer over chocolate. Let me tell you something. Go look that up. It's a great game.
So that was on the list. Let's see. Pac-Man Battle Royale. So this is one I think they could totally do.
Again, though, I just like let's say I was a creator in this space and I saw this list and then I saw Cowabunga Collection next to 4-player Pac-Man, I would have said, these people are trying to play me the fool. I literally would have been the first thought out of my mind. I would be so I'm like, listen, man, I ain't posting this. Oh, here we go.
Oh, this is pictures that Jason sent over of his Pac-Man XL, so you guys can kind of see the size differential on that. God, that thing looks like a monster.
It definitely makes everyone else have like, yeah. I mean, it gives you little man syndrome.
Yeah, do you see what I'm saying? So then it dwarfs everything else, and then it's like, well, I don't know if
but look at it. But if you kind of zoom in, where the joystick isn't much higher than like Mortal Kombat Deluxe next to it. Like from a length of like a height, it's not that much different.
No, it's just a beefier big boy. So it's gonna be a little bit wider. Screen's obviously gonna be bigger. Marquee is like twice the size. But yeah, it just makes the other calves look so tiny. But yeah, super cool, Jason, for sending these over. Thank you so much. But yeah, like I don't know. But yeah, I think they could do that that battle royale. Because you take the Atari, like the pub table, boom, done.
Yeah, my point is, if I looked at a list like that and some of them seem super realistic, and then all of a sudden there were 2 or 3 that just, I don't know, I would have immediately been like, okay, where's my other source on this?
Definitely.
Where's my other source on this? And then the last question, people just started posting it like it was truth, and I'm like, all right, well.
Yeah, because we live in a microwave era where everything's got to be instantaneous. I got it. Let's go. Let's roll with it. No, we got no sources. Let's go. Let's post it up.
I will say this, and I'm not trying to poop on anyone's parade. Like, be excited, because I've always said next year is going to be a good year for game releases, and it will be. And if this gives you like excitement for what the possibilities of next year are, cool. Go with it. Roll with it. Believe it. That's cool. And then, but again, right now, I'm more excited about what's going to be happening for the community. There's nothing to even leak there because no one knows about it. Like, I'm one of the few people that actually knows about it. And it's, to me, that's perhaps more exciting because ultimately they could give us all the games we want, and then what? Who cares? But if you have like a community that you can play games with on a Friday night or something and have fun with and score chase and do all this extra cool stuff that isn't really established right now, that's so much cooler.
Definitely.
I can't even, like, again, we'll see. And it shouldn't be long before we find this stuff out. Some of this stuff you'll find out sooner rather than later. A lot of it will be done before the end of the year. And then next year, I'm hoping that early next year will be the first indication of like what games are coming out next year. So my thought is currently that instead of having to wait and then randomly in an April or whenever a game just pops out of nowhere and it leaks like 2 weeks, I hope and think and have been told that very early in the year you will know games that are coming out. Not all of them, but enough to keep you interested.
Keep you interested. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's exciting. I want to be interested for sure. Like what do we got coming? So we got Time Crisis, and I want to see if I can get that Street Fighter Dynamo cab. I think that was the only.
I think it'll be a cool one. I forget, where's that selling again? Did they announce a?
I don't think they announced it. I just always assume Best Buy is going to get everything, so I just assume.
How far in advance do you figure out this stuff's coming to Best Buy?
I only know I'll know when Arcade1Up breaks the news, and then we wouldn't know until it arrives at the front door.
So you didn't. So when you knew Fast and Furious or whatever was coming to Best Buy, you couldn't see it and didn't know like when it was coming to your store until like it showed up.
I was literally walking by looking for a TV. I'm like, that's the Fast and the Furious.
What?
But I already had mine. Like somebody ordered it, so they did a ship to the pick up at the store. So I was like, oh, that's pretty cool seeing the box or whatever. Like sitting there.
Or actually, I think no. So I think disconnect yourself from having to go somewhere to see this stuff. I think it's more going to be. Give me a couple weeks. I don't want to say anything too early because it's still a new thing. Give me a couple weeks. Then I'll tell you guys. I love Nooner. You just jinxed it. Now we're going to get more leaks from European sites. So I will say this about that. I have legitimately had a conversation with the higher ups, and I have said, "What in the world is going on with these leaks?" And a very genuine answer was, "We're trying to figure it out too. which sounds weird, but it's true. Like they're like, we like the Costco Pac-Man XL caught them off guard. They did not expect that to happen.
Is there any like embargo agreements or anything that goes on?
Listen,
Like,
man, these stores, when they get it, they're putting it out. They ain't waiting around for Arcade1Up, some small little. I mean, the only way you get that is if you're like a Microsoft Xbox or a Sony PlayStation. Like Walmart and stuff will wait for that. Like that's the thing. This is Arcade1Up. Love them and whatever, but they're not Sony or Microsoft or something. They're like, look, we got this big 100-pound box. This thing needs to sell.
Yeah, get it out on the
floor.
Yeah.
Like, in your like, how much room do you guys have in the back of Best Buy to be holding on to stuff? Like, be real.
Well, so we actually got a remodel done. So there's like the warehouse is expanded, which is really cool. But yeah, there's not like we would carry one of each of the current deluxes, and that's it. And
you gotta rotate them.
Yeah,
they gotta sell, man. And then when let's say Christmas time comes, when everything you usually buy more stock of different things, like how many 1-ups do you think your store would get?
It's honestly, it's almost like we only carry like one or two of each.
Exactly.
Only by like if they're ordering, like if somebody orders it for a store pickup, then you'll see it.
Exactly.
Yeah. Like we used to have a lot of like NBA Jam XLs. Don't see that anymore. It's like it's literally like just like the blitzes. Or it's funny, you always see like a random one put out there. There was like Terminator just on the floor because somebody like returned it, didn't open it or whatever.
I mean, those are pretty big boxes. If you look at like everything else at like a Best Buy other than televisions, like what else is that size box? There's only a few things. Computers,
yeah,
maybe,
it'd be like appliances.
Yeah.
But a lot of that stuff is it's all stored in the distribution center. Trying to think. Yeah, it's mainly TVs and laptops is the biggest one that you'd carry.
So Paul's saying there's 13,000 XLs across 590 stores. I don't know where the 13,000 number came in. I'll just assume that that's correct. What's interesting is it's at Costco for a reason. As a matter of fact, XLs are at Costco for a reason. And I'm unsure if that's going to be a thing that always will be or not. And I'm asking this because I don't remember, where were NBA Jam XL? Well, they were everywhere. They were in like Best Buys and stuff. Where were the Golden Tee XL sold?
Those were online, like, I don't want to say exclusive. I did see a Golden Tee one or two times come through the pipeline and that were there. Okay. Which I was like, oh, that's really cool. Like, I just because I never saw the box before, and I was kind of just checking it out. Like, oh, that's dope.
Let me answer AMC because I'm glad someone asked it.
Yeah, this is a really good question.
What happened to the 80s delay cab? Back in March, there would be this one cab. Okay, here's the funny thing. Everyone remembers this episode. What I don't understand is there was a follow-up episode that answered this exact question, and either no one saw it or everyone forgot, or the people that did see it didn't correlate that we were talking about that cab. A very long time ago, we said on the show that this cab was not coming out, and people are still asking about it. So I'm going to real quick see if I can find that episode in the timestamp, and we'll share it. And
Let's go.
Let me see if I can find it. So,
Mike Hawker's saying, Danny, did you ever see an iArcade in store? No, I never saw that in store at all.
Neither.
Golden Tee, let's see here. Nooner says Golden Tee was direct at first, I think. Yeah, it was a little bit, but then I started seeing them come through the pipelines, and then they were in store so people could go and buy them, which was cool.
Yeah, I wonder what's going to happen next year. That's the thing I don't know. I know that they're at Costco for a reason. And it's not just because Costco wants them. That is part of it. Costco and Arcade1Up do definitely work together pretty closely. So
that's interesting.
Yeah. You got to remember, it leaked. That's how it originally leaked. It didn't leak from a... Here's the funny thing. It didn't leak from a Costco store. It never leaked from a Costco store. I was kind of laughing the entire time because people were like, call your local Costco. I'm like, Costco's don't have it yet. It leaked from an event wasn't a store.
Interesting. Huh, interesting.
Yeah, I just never said anything. So I'm like, all right, well, believe what you want.
Yeah, do your thing.
All right, let me find this video live.
Are you on the tail? I'm gonna go to the bathroom. You good?
Yeah, I mean, where's your wife? Have her come on like while you go to the bathroom. Why are you going to the bathroom?
What was that?
You're going to the bathroom all the time. The second time you've gone to the bathroom.
Not me. That was my wife.
What do you mean that was your wife hasn't been on here? You've gone to the bathroom earlier.
Oh no. I was getting my drink.
Oh.
Yep. No, you're good.
You filled it up and now you're emptying it out. All right, well hurry up, man. I'm not doing your own YouTube channel for you. What is this?
No, I can sit here. It's okay. I'll hold it. Here, I'll hold it. I got testing. There you go. Here.
I'm trying to find this episode, but I don't remember which episode. It might have been episode 4. Let me see. Because it wasn't the one with Wong. Leak, and more leaks. Was it that one? Which one was the one we talked about, the 80s cab?
Oh, Jesus.
Find out. Was it episode 4? Let's see. Okay, so I'm in episode 4 now.
Right.
Our shows are so long, it's going to take forever.
Oh, these were 30. These actually. Yeah, probably this year. Oh, here we go. Okay, give us a hint on 80s channel come out this year. Okay.
We were thinking like Q3, Q4, but we hadn't figured that out yet. I hate to say it might get kicked into next year.
See, there it is, right there. So 17 minutes into episode 4, DMAC even says it might get kicked into next year. And then I think the next episode, 5, I think wait, where's 5? 3.
Yeah, I just heard it. You got to play it.
One update. Okay, that was when we talked to. But wait. No, this is when was it on this episode where we talked to Eugene Jarvis? I think we mostly. Oh wait. Oh yeah, I think it was. Hold on.
For this, which is pretty impressive.
Okay.
Additive. It is an upgraded engine. It is.
Okay. Let's see what are you talking about.
I can hear everybody.
We'll keep talking to them while I'm figuring this out.
Like them or not.
No, I can hear everybody in your like D-Mac and Cyrus and the whole cast of characters.
Man, back in the day.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. What was I gonna? The chat is going with the bathroom. So, you should play those clips, like the different clips, those sound effects. Those are so funny too. You got to teach me how to do that for sure. Yeah, guys, stop talking about waterfalls. You're really gonna make me go to the bathroom here. So right now we're trying to get that the 80s leaked information for you guys. That why it was delayed. See, I could have been back by now.
You got to pee in a cup.
Yeah, you have that little tube like connected to a bag. Mike Hawkert says last year my Costco had 1-Up for the first time in 2 years. They had a boatload of Blitz calves and sold out very quickly.
Oh, here it is. All right, let's see what I said. Okay, so the one previous I said something about. Here, we'll just see what this episode says. Go ahead and put my screen up. Put my screen up, and I can play it.
Oh, my bad. All right, here we go.
IP coming out this year. What's
This is about the 80s cab.
Turn up the volume. We can't hear it.
You don't hear it at all?
No.
I'm sharing the audio. What the heck?
Yeah, try it again.
Let me do it again. I was sharing the audio.
Everybody, you're awesome. I think. Thank you so much. All right, here we go.
You don't hear that?
I hear a little bit. Wait, just play it. Play it. No.
How do you not hear that? I have
it's weird because when you're talking, it's like I think we can hear it.
That's really because I have the mic on, but that's anyway. Here, let me send you the OTG is gonna make you pee yourself.
Yeah,
here,
honestly, guys.
This is easy. Here. Okay,
don't worry, we'll get it.
Here's the thing. I'm gonna send this link to you. All you gotta do is press this and share it on your own page. I don't know why.
Okay, copy that.
Here, I'm gonna put it in the private chat. Paste it. There you go. Click that. There you go. Toiletcade, man. Do you remember the toilet? Oh, Danny might not have been around for Toiletcade. Did you ever see the Toiletcade? I'll find that while you do that.
Hold on.
You know, a lot of people in your shop have never seen. Let me find that while you go ahead and pull this up. I'm gonna pull up Toiletcade. Toiletcade was awesome.
All right, let's see here. Let's get out of this.
For us is learning to take a deep breath.
Okay, where do you want me to? Where do you want me to start here?
I had it on. I sent you the. Why are you messing with it? Do you know what time you wear on the package?
Actually, that's a great reason. We're never.
All right, here, let's do this.
Oh my God! Close it and start it again. What's wrong with you? Oh, he closed himself down again. This dude keeps closing himself off his own live stream and then leaves me here by myself. Look, I'm gonna leave here in a minute. Y'all out here killing me. Stop it. Stop it. You're This dude. This dude is. There he goes. There he goes. Come on, man.
Okay, so all the windows were open. It was a disaster.
Come on. Come on.
Okay, here. Let's do this one more time, guys. See, I can't focus. I gotta go. Yeah. Okay.
You go directly to the timestamp.
Okay, we're good. Okay, now we're gonna share the screen. Sorry, guys.
I'm gonna find this Toiletcade.
Right, here we go. Yeah, Toiletcade. That was from Console Fanboy, right?
A new 80s IP coming out this year. What's the latest on that?
So I think you're going to be surprised in that we have actually a couple more releases coming out this year. There's a good number of them. However, something that is always an ongoing challenge for us is a little bit of overexcitability, in that we want to get our products out because we want to get them into people's hands and we want to hear the feedback. It's always exciting. I mean, we really are playing these right up until release, and then we send them out, and then it's already on to the next one. So much about product release for us is learning to take a deep breath and give every product great spotlight, great marketing, working materials, making sure everything is the best that it can be. So while we can't reveal any specific release information or dates right now, I can tell you everything that we're working on is still being worked on. And when it releases, it's going to release right, or at least righter than the last time each time.
Okay, so I understand why there's confusion. So because the month before, we basically were saying, yeah, it's probably not coming out to next year. And then Cyrus came on, and instead of just saying it's not coming out till next year, he muddied the waters a little bit. So, okay, all right. This is not going to take long, and then you can go potty. Watch
Let's go.
Put this on. We're going to watch. Have you ever seen the Toiletcade? If you have, cool. If not, for the people that are new here, maybe you weren't around. This is old school back in the day. Some names you might not recognize, but there was a Mike of All Trades did a really cool challenge to the community for people to come up with homemade arcade joysticks. This is one of the greatest moments in home arcade history, and it happened on Moat's channel. So go make that full screen. Let's bump this.
It starts on the shitter.
What
happening here? What are we going to see here? I've seen videos start this way.
Oh no, dude!
What the?
No. Wait a minute! What? Winner fatality. Victory.
I will never come out of the bathroom.
Victory. I'm sorry, everyone else loses. I'm sorry.
I've seen
that.
Oh my God! That's it.
No! Yes. Wait a minute! Yo! Somebody get in, bro! Wait a minute! Wait a minute!
Yep.
It starts on the shitter.
What
happening here? What are we going to see here? I've seen videos start this way.
Oh
That's
no,
so funny.
dude! What the?
No. Wait a minute! What? No! Winner fatality. Victory.
I will never come out of the bathroom.
Victory. I'm sorry, everyone else loses. I'm sorry.
Is that a Kuma Rev?
Yes, and
That's cool.
That was a Toiletcade that you could actually play on the pooper, but you had to be turned obviously the other way around.
Yeah. Or you'd be taking a piss and you can kind of just.
It worked.
That's
Those
so
are
funny.
the times that I think are the golden ages of this community, and so many people missed it. But I'm telling you, it might come back. Anyway, go to the bathroom corner, Cade. Go to the bathroom corner. Cade.
Give me like 30
You
seconds.
gotta hurry up, and I'll tell you something. If your wife doesn't show up soon, I'm leaving. So you need to figure this out.
I'll go see where she's at too. Give me 1 second.
All right. Play a video or something. Jesus Christ.
You want me to play a video?
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and entertain your own community. How am I gonna do this?
All right, here. Let's see what kind of video we got for you guys.
No, Terry, I don't want to host nothing. I don't mind coming on here because we just have foolishness. And most of the time I come on here to talk to his wife, but she's never around. She's always taking care of the kids. So,
well, you know,
Danny and I hang out instead. So we just hang out and do man things.
That's right.
Oh yeah, we can watch the Bills video. Give him a view.
Yeah, we'll put that up. We'll wait for the ads to kind of roll through here, and you guys can speculate on what if you haven't seen it already. Give me 2 seconds though.
Better not, worse, Jago. What are you talking about? Wait, there's no audio, so this is why. Does this guy know how to run a YouTube channel? This dude
from Arcade1Up.
There you go.
Might want to turn the video off right now.
Go to the bathroom.
Otherwise, stay tuned because boy, have I got some info for you.
Yeah, we should just played all of his shorts with his wife.
All right, still with me? Cool. If this is your first time on the channel, be sure to hit that subscription button. Click the notification bell if you want to be notified every time I put up a new video. Give this one a thumbs up and leave a comment below if you want to be part of the conversation. So, as I alluded to at the start of this video, it looks like I may have been able to get my hands on some potential releases for next year and what's coming out for the end of this year. Now, I'm going to start off with the end of 2023, but before I dive into all of the stuff for 2024, I want to stress something here. Now, what I'm going to be talking about right now is a potential list of upcoming machines from Arcade1Up for 2024. Now, it is my understanding that this is an ever-growing, ever-changing list.
That is true.
This is the list that
of course,
is,
some of it was
as it stands right now. We may see some of these, we may see all of these, we may see none of these, because they're always changing this. I have a funny feeling that a lot of what I'm going to talk about
Did this dude take a number 2? I just assumed he was going to go pee.
Just kind of thinking about.
Is he legitimately
some of these,
dropping the kids off at the
never
pool?
Actually bring them to market. So take this list with a grain of salt. But understand that this is an actual list.
That's why he was
that Arcade1Up is at least considering.
If he was just peeing, he'd been back by now.
But let's start with 2023 because we're about 2/3 of the way through the year. We've seen a bunch of stuff from them this year, mostly rehashes. Really, again, the only new stuff that we've gotten is Fast and the Furious and Time Crisis, which should, some people have actually started to get, but is really scheduled to come out sometime in October.
There he
is. What
is.
can we possibly expect for the end of the year? Well, if you were hoping for something or that big new 80s title that they talked about, you're gonna be a little bit.
Would you say Bill's a great guy?
Bill's a great guy, but put him away for a minute. And goodness gracious, where's your bathroom?
It's on the other side of the apartment. That was fast.
Was it fast?
Everyone that was fast.
Stupid Fat Hobbit says you were dropping an arcade. All said Danny
funny.
sat down for 1 and 2 took over.
That's so. That happens. That happens to people, right? We all been there. So I asked Mrs. Corner Kate if she wanted to come on because she was just kind of closing things down. She's like, I just want to sit this one out.
That's fine. That's cool.
I'm proud of her. Like, she had a rough night. Like, we've all been there with kids. Like, our kids were taking it around 9 kind of thing. So let's catch up with the chat here. So did we answer all of the questions that
everyone
all these
is really
crazy
worried
rumors
about your bathroom habits? So you should definitely Yeah, I think we're, listen, we can wrap this up. I think everyone's worried about your bathroom right now. Your bathroom habits.
What?
They're worried about your bathroom habits, man.
I just shouldn't be drinking a big jug of tea, right?
Listen, not that much. Tea, tea is a diuretic, man. It just makes you go to the bathroom really fast. Okay. I went to high school in Milford, AMC.
Yeah, of course I wash my hands. Come on now.
Dukalax. You wash your hands? That's a great question. Most people are nasty. Okay.
Of course.
Are you one of those guys, Danny? Come on.
My Apple Watch, I think it's still wet from it.
Okay. But okay, that's nasty. But let me ask you a question. Are you one of those dudes that go to the public restroom, you do every type of nasty thing in that toilet, and then don't wash your hands on the way out?
Absolutely not. That's
Be
disgusting.
honest.
No.
Okay, good. Because I don't understand how people do that. That's gross.
I try not to even touch the door. I'm so glad that they have that like foot thing that you can put your shoe on to open the door with.
Yeah. Okay. Because to me, it's like why? Like, what? Do they do that at home? Which is worse. And what about okay, so first of all, it's just terrible when I see that. But then it's like, do you have like a really good friend or someone you really enjoy spending time with and you find out they're one of those people that do that? At that point, I got to be like, look, bro, we might have to change our friendship slightly. I'm going to have to,
we got to make a correction here.
Because you can't do that, man.
No, you can't. That's definitely a no-no. Next show, should we order food? I really like that idea.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to, just I don't care.
We could put a poll up in the chat of what me and Travis should order, and we got this from when Travis and She Lion did a show, and I was like, my mind was blown. You guys were ordering panda, and I was like, this is so dope. So maybe we'll do that too. Do we get to everybody in the chat? Is everybody good? Did you feel satisfied with this little impromptu podcast that we had? Does anybody have any questions at all? Probably not relating to P questions, but
hold on one second. We're gonna go, but I'm gonna do something real quick. I want to try something. Keep talking to people, answer some questions, have an AMA for you, and I'm gonna try to do something real quick.
Garage Gamer says, how regular are you, Danny? In what regards? There you go. Super Fat Habit says, there you go, Danny. It's official. Your super chat sound effect is a toilet flushing. No, it's garbage. I want it to be like Street Fighter or MK related. I definitely want a Killer Instinct on there, like Ultra Combo. That'd be really cool. We got a question here. Travis, where's Road Blasters from Nova Sonic?
Is that a game people would even want? I don't know. Like, I know some people liked it, but I want to be like, let me ask someone. Like, be honest with yourself. Was it popular enough you think a lot of people would buy it? And I just be honest with yourself. I like some games that I'm like, I wish they would come out with, but I know not enough people would buy it. Like, I really liked Ring King.
I don't
think a lot of people would buy it. You don't know what Ring King is?
No.
Dope boxing game. Is that on Nintendo as well?
Let me ask you this: would a lot of people buy Hydro Thunder?
That's another good question.
Oh, we got a special guest in the back room. Should we bring him on?
Bring him on.
Let's go. Here we go, guys.
There he is. Legendary.
The man, the myth, the legend.
Hey, how's this work? How you guys doing? How you been, man?
Rev in the house. How you doing, legend?
I appreciate it, man. I'm doing well. Let me start by saying, how you doing, Mr. Corner?
Yeah, good to meet you too. The last time I saw you, you were just surprisingly walking around B's house while he was doing the stream, and he was all confused.
This motherfucker showed up out of nowhere.
Yeah, that was great.
So let's tell truth, okay? Listen. I got no dog in the fight. Let's talk some truth on Kong, okay?
Oh.
So I said, let's grab dinner.
Yeah.
My buddy in Yucaipa, if you know California, my buddy in Yucaipa canceled. He said, I'm sorry, my daughter's sick. I can't.
Right.
I said, okay. I said, B, let's grab it. He said, I just got back. We're about to go out of town. I'm really busy, but if you come out, let's do it. And then I saw him streaming. I was like, hey, I said, when you're done, let's grab lunch. He said, or dinner. He said, yo, let's come over. And when we're done, we'll go. I was like, perfect, dude. Let's do it. So I'm driving. And as you know, in California, you do about, can I, what's the rating on this?
Say what you say, man.
Oh, dude, so you do 0 fucking miles an hour in this shithole of LA, right? Like, you don't go anywhere. It's 5 miles an hour. I don't know how these fucking people get into car accidents where they hurt themselves when you do no miles an hour. Anyways, so I finally get to this fucking, he's got a nice place, but it's like, God damn, motherfucker, you are way in there. I roll up, and I almost said her name. Mrs. Kongs Are Us is like legit doing dishes. She goes, "Oh, hey, Nick." I said, "Hey." And she goes, "Oh my God." And I was like, "He didn't tell you, huh?" And she was like, "No." I was like, I can go right now. I can go right now. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. No. Come on in. Dude, they're eating. The kids are eating dinner. I'm like, "What's up, baby Kong? What's up, little?" Oh my God. And I hear him upstairs talking shit. And I'm like, all right, I'm going to go up and have fun. So don't get it twisted. That dude, we were trying to go get dinner. And then he got done with his stream so late. We went to 2 or 3 different places. And
really? After that? There was nothing open after? Like when you guys left, you didn't get to do anything?
So I'm not going to give away where the man lives, but he lives in a kind of a nice bougier spot. You know, it's not like Montebello, San Gabriel. You can always find a taco truck up till like 2 a.m. and grab some really good food on the side of San Gabriel Boulevard or, you know, Pasadena Boulevard. Or you can hit up an In-N-Out with a 1.5 mile long line or whatever, right? So there's always options, my man. How you guys doing, though? Mr. Cornercade, I got to ask you, bro. Where are you, where are you from?
So we live in Wisconsin.
Yep.
Dude, can I interview you? I so want to.
No,
are you
absolutely
a cheesehead?
not. Absolutely not. So,
are you a Chicago fan? God damn, dude, you're like one of them transplants.
Oh yeah, they do. You know, it's
like...
funny. You're not wrong, but I think that narrative is definitely changing over the years because, like, my wife was like, I don't know if I really want to wear my Bears jersey out to like the grocery store. I was like, dude, loud and proud. Like we got 5 deep. So everybody's got a jersey. When it's game time, we're out doing stuff on Sunday. Sure as shit, the first 2 people she runs into, Bears jerseys. I like love the jerseys wherever we go. So we have all Blackhawk jerseys, Cub jerseys, Bears jerseys, and my wife actually is a Milwaukee Bucks fan, and we're all like Bulls fans. The kids are kind of like too young to really make a decision yet. So I just slap Bulls gear on them. But when we go out, people are like, "Oh, that's so cool!" Like, you know, a group of 5 rolling up with Blackhawks jerseys on. It's definitely a fun time when we're out and about.
You do know they're not saying that when you're not looking, right? They're like, fuck those people. Fuck those motherfuckers.
Yeah,
they need to go back to Chicago, back to Lincoln Park, back to Tinley Park, and they can suck our balls. No line in Kugel for any of the
That's so funny.
No, real quick, I want to give a little history lesson for those who don't know Rev. First of all, he is the godfather of Friday nights. I want to just put that out there. I'm always going to respect people.
I'm not relevant. Let's be real. I'm not relevant.
I'm giving a history lesson, Rev. I'm giving a history lesson. This is the dude that actually got me interested in watching a bunch of content on Friday nights. He had the only show that consistently, and especially at his size at the time, like he had under 1,000 subscribers, would have over 100 people watching. People would watch for hours. We would watch all types of fights, and it was amazing. And he had this community, but I told him, and he'll tell you the same thing. I said, we are in the golden ages of this community. Golden ages. And I said, it's not going to last forever. And Rev found out it didn't last forever, but there was a time that was magical that I'm trying to rekindle. I'm not going to lie. I'm trying to rekindle a little bit of it. It's not going to be the same, but it'll be good.
You HR'd the fuck out of that, bro.
And let me say one other thing. Not Rev was the voice of the community, but you know what? He also had the sexiest wife in the game. And she was tearing it up. Cosplay before, and even Mrs. Kong's Russ was kind of getting into cosplay. But let me tell you about Mrs. We're gonna say Mrs. Rev. I'm not even gonna go. But she was tearing it up as Cammy. She tore the house down. Let's be real. How is that wonderful wife of yours who just, I don't know how she put up with this community, but she's fucking amazing.
Yeah, no, Lindsay's doing well. Thank you, man. She's doing really well. She's got a new job.
Let's
twice
go.
As much as she was before. So
tell her send her my love, man. And Councilman Boy, I know you guys
like.
Look,
yeah, dude. Life satisfaction is at a good spot right
love
now.
It. Look, Councilman Boy said, I'll read this. I know you guys are on good terms, but Rev Serious, not even joking a bit. When you start your channel up again, no joke, you start up again seriously. Is that a thing? Okay.
Next question, bro. So, Mr. Cornercade, let me ask you, man. Out of all of your, legitimately, out of all of your Arcade1Ups, how many do you have total?
I just recently sold Tron. We're trying to make some room for the new ones coming in.
how many again? I heard 17.
17, yeah.
Okay. Which one have you played? So let's go back, okay? We're gonna throw it back. Where did you grow up? Did you grow up Chicago?
Yeah,
like where in Chicago, bro? Let's talk for a second. Are you in Polish Town? You're Polish Town, USA.
No, we're
Skokie,
Illinois.
Oh, dude, you're so fucking Polak.
That was like
crazy.
A big Jewish
That's
community.
Awesome.
There's a lot of Jews there. So.
Oh, I love it, dude. Listen. More power to you, man. More power. Shalom. So here's a question. So I forgot what I was gonna say.
His internet's trying to cancel.
1 second.
Your internet's trying to cancel you, Rev.
Oh, he's making an adjustment, a mid-game adjustment here.
No, I'm not set up to stream, dude. Like legit, I was gonna go to bed. I was playing. So this is gonna sound so fucking dorky. So I can't help it, bro. I've been playing World of Warcraft Classic hard mode.
Get this dude
where
off
you
of
die
here.
one time, you have to start from
Get this dude off. It's a World of Warcraft. Get the hell out. I don't know who this dude is. I'm gonna bring him back.
Digital. Damn. It's digital crack. But anyways, I was going to bed and I did an Arcade1Up search. I was like, let's see if anything's going on. I saw you guys going and I was like, oh, dude, right on. So I appreciate you bringing me on. Now, question that I had for you. Out of 17 Arcade1Ups, if we went back to, let's say, 90, 91, 92, 25 cents for a game, how many of those motherfuckers have you played enough to pay for the cost of what you paid? Like, so for example, my X-Men versus Street Fighter, I have no fucking clue how many games were played on it. My Marvel versus Capcom, no fucking clue how many games were played on it, right? So each of them legitimately thousands of games, more than paid for the value of the cab. How many of the ones that you have would you say, hey, I played enough that I paid for the value?
The closest one that could come to would be like MK2. But it wouldn't be nearly enough because I am Rev, how old are you?
Fuck.
I'm
43, right? Bro. I'm 43.
So I'm 37. So
yeah.
I was a little bit younger to where my parents yeah,
You're
exactly.
Ranger,
so my
baby.
parents would have to give me.
Bro.
So I didn't have a job where I'd be dumping my paycheck into this. It'd be like I actually, believe it or not, would watch the attract modes more than actually play the games because I only had like $5 or whatever, and that was it. So it'd probably be MK2 would probably be that would probably be the one that I would say is about close.
That sucks. I didn't have my waffle hat with me. To respectfully ask, are you saying then that you enjoyed spectate mode back in the day?
Yeah, exactly.
Damn right.
I suck my balls to everybody who talks shit. Okay, there we go. So I still think it's the biggest piece. Listen, it's the biggest piece of the community that.
You're cutting in and out, Rev.
By hook, crook, whatever you want to say. Like if you're actually gonna,
And Rev. Hang on, my friend. Hang on. Anyway, I'm just going to say, you my dude. I love you. I hope you and the family are well. I'm going to send you all the wishes. I'm going to bed because I got to get up at 1 o'clock to pick up my damn friend from the airport who was supposed to be here at 3 p.m. His shit got canceled 3 times. So now my ass has got to go to sleep so I can wake up in time to pick his ass up. But legendary, Rev. I tip my hat to you. I pay homage to you. I say your name.
Thank you. Appreciate it, brother. I'm going to join you on the flip side of the moon.
Amazing. And Danny, listen, it's always lots of fun, brother. Look forward to hanging out again. It's a great community. I love it here. And I wish you the best. There's going to be a lot more stuff going on. Like I said, community's about to get better. It's going to get interesting.
Let's go, man. Bring it.
It's going to get fun. So I'm going to head out, but go ahead and tell everyone whatever and do your normal things that you do.
Yeah. So, well, thanks for joining me tonight, Travis. I really appreciate it. It was an impromptu stream. Travis just hit me up, so let's go live. Let's do it. Tomorrow we should be doing some T2 gameplay, kind of see what happens from there. And then next week we'll do our Chill and Chat podcast. So I do appreciate everybody stopping by. Did anybody have any last questions while I still got you? I'll let it go for a second and see. Everybody, thank you. I really do appreciate all the support as usual. You guys stopping by. I'm bummed Miss Corner Cake couldn't make it tonight, but that's okay. She'll join us tomorrow and then next week, hopefully with the kids cooperating and all. Really appreciate all of the support that you guys bring. Yeah, it's definitely pretty cool. It's my first time meeting Akuma Rev, so I don't know like the history behind that. I guess he's big announcer in the Fightcade or fighting community. Yep, everybody's saying really miss that guy. Thank you all for the support. Yeah, anytime, guys. We're always chilling at the Cornercade, so definitely pretty cool. Yeah, Akuma Rev, thank you for stopping by, man. Go Texans, that's hilarious. Yeah, it's they're looking pretty rough down there. But they got a couple draft picks, so we'll see what happens this year. Younger team, kind of turning it around. Definitely, Jason. Thank you so much for sending us the pictures and the video. Yeah, Morale Flowers. This is a very early stream for the Cornercade. Definitely. But that leaked list should be very interesting, guys. If you haven't seen Bill's video, I know we were playing it just for a little bit while we took a little timeout break there. Go check it out. It's very interesting. The leaks are all kind of all over the place, but we'll see. Guys, 2024 is going to be very exciting. So for you guys that are here right now listening, trust me, you're going to want to pay attention to not only this channel, but other channels in the community as well. There's a lot of great up-and-coming channels and some veteran channels that are going to bring you great content going forward. So, guys, if that's all you got right here, everybody saying goodbye. I would love to stay every day and chat with you, but Mrs. Cornercade is waiting for you, boy, and I got to open up tomorrow, but we'll be here live tomorrow for some Terminator 2 gameplay. You guys are always welcome to stop by, ask questions, and we'll check out some fun T2 gameplay. But that'll be it from us, guys. I appreciate everybody, like I said, stopping by. And you know how we do it. This is Danny from the Cornercade, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.